everyone, this is Chris. Thank you for joining me. In today's video, we're going to be making some bracelets, and it's going to be super easy, fast, and you can do this with your kids when it's rainy outside, and you can sell these because they do sell like hotcakes, and you're not going to spend a lot of money making them. So it's perfect for a lot of things. So what we're going to use today are some beads, obviously, and any kind of bead will do with this, even if they have small holes. And we're going to use memory wire. So this is what memory wires looks like, and you should be careful because it looks like any other wire when you buy it. So you need to see on the package where it says memory wire, because it's going to be completely different and you can't really get mixed up once you try to use it. This is a silver wire. And even though it could be, this is not it's not that soft or dead hard, it's like medium, but even if it was dead hard, you could still be able to bend it and you can feel it. It's maybe hard, but you can bend it. This one, the memory wire, you can't really bend it. It doesn't want to stay in place. It's got this shape and I want to keep that shape. This is why it's called memory wire. This one is tiny. It's really, really thin. I don't know how millimeters it is, or gauges, but it's really small, and it goes very nicely into seed beads. So this is perfect for all kind of jewelry making, from your biggest, maybe not huge holes, but you could put a big hole in there, big bead with big holes, or little tiny seed beads. So very simple. And not expensive at all, because it comes by 5 feet for a couple bucks, I think. The only one I have found here are in silver. I guess you might have the same in gold color or pewter or anything else, but that's just what I have. And it doesn't really bother me because the wire is completely covered up, so you can't really see the fact that it's silver, because my favorite color is gold color, not silver, even though I do wear silver. So here are some examples. This is the first one I have made, and I didn't close my memory wires. You're not supposed to close them. So this one, for example, the first one I made, and you can see this one is in gold color, and you can't see the wire. You can see it there, but can't really see the color. This one is barely closed, and it's good enough because these beads are acrylic. They're lightweight. I don't have any issues with this. It's not going to fall off, and it stays in place perfectly. I really like these colors. Like turquoise. Now I have made this other one, secondly, and this one is completely different. This one I'm using glass beads, full glass beads, and it's a heavy bracelet. So if I wanted to use this one, it's going to open up very easily, and I'm going to lose it. So for this kind of bracelet, I decided I was going to put a lobster clasp at the end and be able to easily close my bracelet, and that's what I do when I wear it, and I'm not worried about losing any longer, and it stays in shape. And because this bracelet is heavy, I'm not going to use any thread for this. You could use maybe a cabled wire, but memory wire is going to be just perfect and so easy. You're not going to break it. I mean, you can't break this at all. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to show you another one that I did, and I love this one. And I started here to overlap them a little bit, and I think this is much better than keeping it more open like this one. That was my first try, so I didn't really know what I was supposed to do. And I don't like to see too many tutorials when I do my videos, because I don't want to be too much influence and copy people. So then I tried that, and I think I like it best. And it secures it a little bit. And here in this example, I've put some little charms there, some little bangles, because I think it's nice. This one is lightweight too, and it's perfect. I'm not sure the camera will show you, but the colors are beautiful. It's just like petrol colors, you know. There's gold, I can see purple and pink and green and blues and different shades. And it's very, very, let me show you, very sparkly. So this is a nice color. It looks black, but it's not. So it's a shame the camera can't really pick it up. But you can wear this in any occasions because it's going to fit all the colors of your clothing. And this one, I just made this one. I wanted to do like a little Halloween theme, so I did some orange and green beans. Not beans, beads. Sorry, green beads, yeah. And again, a little embellishments with my hearts there. And very lightweight, also. And again, I have overlapped this a little bit. I think it secures it more than just keeping up, you know, like this, just like that. And you can still, once you've got your beads on, you can still pull it back a little bit if you want to shorten it out, and it's going to stay in place. I just love it. So that's what we're going to do today. And again, it's so easy. So there's something that is going to be convenient because I'm working from the spool because it avoids wasting. So I have these clamps. There, you can find these on the, normally you can find these online with the jewelry tools because it's really handy. You're just going to press there. You're going to put it wherever you want onto your spool. Let me find the beginning of it. There it is. And it will avoid all my beads to come off and go down there. Because I will cut at the very last moment when I'm sure where I need to cut. And I'm not, again, making it too short or too big and have a lot of waste. So I'm going to probably use 2 of these. If you don't have these, don't worry, you can use some tape and tape your wire wherever you want to stop it. Then I'm going to use, this time, some blues. I haven't done anything in this color. I have something blue here, but I wanted something a little different. This is more turquoise. This is more kind of a, whoops, gosh, I had to do this. Okay, that's fine. With little white beads in between, pearl beads. So I'm just going to start with a small bead, and there's no wrong or right here. You can do it the way you wish. I took it off, sorry. There you go. And then I'm going to use 2 shades of blues there. And a little one, a darker, a lighter, and it goes very fast. Use whatever you have, any color combination. And you can see it goes really, really fast. So I'm not going to show you this all the way up to the end. I'm going to finish it up. You see how nice it starts? And you can make a little try. If you're not happy with it, take it off, use other beads. What I've tried previously is using these beads. They're longer. They separate my beads more. So if you don't have enough beads to go all around your bracelet, what you can do is instead of putting small beads in between, you can use longer beads. So at the end, you won't have to use so many of your big beads because there's more space in between, and you're going to save a lot of your beads this way. Just a little tip. See? Oops, this one I didn't put any. Let me do one more so you can just see the difference. I'm going to use a light one. There you go. See, it makes things look very different. You pick the one you like best. But if you have not enough beads, use more longer or bigger beads in between. Something that is going to make this go larger and have enough beads for you. It's going to be, you know, kind of a life saver. So you will be able to do something with some beads, some leftovers. So I'm going to finish this one up, and now I'll be back to show you how to put your bangles on, because there's something important you need to know there, and then completely shut it close. So see you in a second. Alright, so I've almost finished it up, and I decided that I want to make the closure a little bit different. I didn't want to finish it like this way, even though I still have beads in my hands here. I still have enough to finish it up. I want to try something a little different. And because sometimes it can be annoying if you're working and you're writing and you have this big stack of beads there on your hand, I'm going to try to have a different end just because I want to have something a little different like this and using different beads. So I'm still saying that I don't have enough to finish it up here. So I'm going to try now, because I haven't started the way I'm finishing it up. So I'm going to cut it. I might have just a little bit of waste, but it's always better to cut it a little longer and then have enough space, then cut it too short and have to redo it all over again. So when you're using memory wires, don't use these cutting tools, because this one is quite expensive compared to the other. It's got a flat part. It's perfect in jewelry making, but I would consider using these, you know, heavy duty cutting tools, because this is much harder to cut, okay? Much harder. So I'm going to put a clamp here. I'm going to put another one here. And I want to do the same thing on the other side there. I'm going to finish it up a little bit. I want to make something different. Not always all your pieces look the same, you know, just one bead after another. You can make so many designs with this. And I love these long beads. And you could make just one simple with beads like this, white beads. Just a plain one to put in between different bracelets. That would be absolutely gorgeous. And stack them up. Oops. Again. This is too close for my hand. There you go. So, I don't know yet how many I need. Let's see. I probably put too much. Yeah, I need to take one off. You're going to need, I didn't tell you for the tools, but you're going to need some round nose pliers as well. I work better to make my loops with round nose pliers. And this one is going to overlap a little bit more, which is totally fine for me. Now that I have this one here, how many did I put? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to take my round nose pliers and I'm going to make a loop here. That's the best way. So when you're making loops, you need to be flush here. You can see that it's nothing sticking out or barely. And I'm making mine not too small, turning around completely, coming back. Let me come a little closer, I think. All right. So this is what I have so far. And I'm going to finish it up. And this wire is really strong. It doesn't want to do what you want sometimes, so I can change my pliers to something a little different. Put this one back up so it looks already nicer, as you can see, but I haven't closed it yet. There, it's going to be enough. Okay? Right, a little bit of tea today. I love tea. I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice sometimes because during my work I need to talk a lot. So talk a lot at my work, talk a lot on videos. Sometimes I just lose my voice. If you have nice recipes to get your voice back, I know that I drink with my tea a lot of honey, but if you would have any other advice, I take it. So if you want to leave it as is, that's fine. If you want to put some little pendants and little charms and bangles, I would do this before closing my bracelet, because you're going to have to leave, whoops, I went away through the room. My goodness. Okay, I don't know where it went. Anyway, you're going to need a little space in between your beads there. Otherwise, it's going to be too tight and you won't be able to put your bangles. So as for example, I have a bangle here. And think about something. Let me take my other piece of wire there. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. So you have already a hole there, right, to hang on to, but it's not going to work if you just do it like this. You need to put another jump ring, okay? Think about that too. Especially if you're doing it, you're putting them down while you're beading, because they're going to stay like this. They're not going to stay flat on your hand. So you need to put a jump ring around. I'm going to do just one, but you'll understand it. I already opened this one. I'm going to put the bangles. Okay, think about something else. They're not double-sided, okay? There's a wrong side and a back side. So you need to put them always in the right direction. All right, and this is why I'm saying leave a little space to be able to put your bangles. So then I'm going to close it. Right. And now it's good. But I need probably to put more, and you could put 2, 3, 4, how many you want. That's not an issue, but leave this little space. Otherwise, what can do if it's too stiff, if they're going to stay like this, they're going to see, it's if I really try to pull tight, they're not going to move. And this is, it doesn't look nice. It doesn't look natural. They need to be able to bangle, because that's the name of it, bangle, and move like this. So this is why if you want to put several in here, and because of the thickness of your jump ring, don't finish it up right away. Leave you some time. Put your bangles on. I don't know if I want to put a bangle on here. Honestly, I don't think so. I've put bangles on this one. I've put bangles. I don't think so. And I want to probably change for something else than hearts. So I'm going to take that one away. You don't want to have bangles maybe on all your bracelets. You could put pom-poms. You could put anything you want, right? So now that this is done, I'm going to be able to tighten it up. And I'm going to go this way. Never do it too tight, because this is when it can break. It can't really break here, but in general, think about not making your bracelets or earrings too tight, because this is glass. It's not going to break, but if it's acrylic beads, they might crack if they're too tight and touching each other. Now I'm going to cut, because this is way too long, and I'll probably keep it for a project. I'm not going to lose it. And at about a centimeter from my bead, I'm going to cut it here. Okay, hold it on the other side if you don't want to hurt yourself. All right, and now I'm going to use my round nose pliers and do the same thing that we've done before. Turn it and bring it back. It's probably a bit too long, so you know what I'm going to do? I can see it's a, well, maybe not. I thought it was a bit too long, but it's not actually. So I'm going to leave it as is. I'm going to have my little wriggle broom. That's going to be good. Finish it up. See how nice this is? Okay. And close it a little better. And honestly, the tools I have are rather cheap. That was in the beginning when I was making jewelry. I'm starting to make more and more, and I think it's a good idea to invest in good tools, because when it's too cheap, you can't really work with them. They don't do their work well enough, and then you're going to start getting crazy because you think you're not doing the right thing, but you're not having the right tools. So I think that if you tend to, you want to make jewelries for a living, or you want just to sell them, you need to have good tools. So spend some money in it, and you won't have to buy them over and over again. If you buy cheap stuff, it won't work. You'll have to buy more cheap stuff, and at the end you're going to lose a lot of money, and it's going to drive you crazy. So this one is done. Again, if you wanted to close it like this one here, because it's really heavy and it's not overlapping, just before closing your little loop there, put a clasp, any kind of clasp. This is just a lobster one, and it will fit, of course. But here, I know it's not that heavy, and it's going to look nice. See, I like the closure. That's another way of doing things. And when I have my bracelet down, it's not so annoying, even though it's moving around. I like it. It's not everywhere the same. And okay, that's my point of view. Look at that. I love the colors. It's really shiny. If you could see it in real life. And the big difference again between glass beads and acrylic beads. The first thing is the weight. Glass beads are heavier than acrylics, and the shine of it, I guess. But even though now acrylics are beautiful. So there you go. I think it's a really, really nice looking bracelet. You can do this in minutes in front of a TV show. You just put your peels together and your beads together and you're good to go. So I really hope you enjoyed that, because it can be a beginner's, of course, craft, jewelry making, but also for more advanced, because you can imagine many things. You can put your paper beads in there if you wanted to. Small bead, big beads. You could use some of these beads as well for more looking kind of ancient. You have endless possibilities, and we'll make more, and we'll try to make some weaving maybe around our bracelets. So we start, you know, easy, and then we're going to go and try to make something a little bit more complicated. So choose and pick your colors and have fun. So thank you very much. Please give me some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button. For the newbies, I do make videos in French, and I'm going to start trying to maybe separate both channels to have only English videos on the other one and French in here. I'll tell you more about this. It's going to need a lot of time to do that, but I think it's maybe annoying. You tell me. For those of you who follow me and are very kind to put comments, please tell me, do you really bother about me having French and English videos? I've asked that question before, but now I have more followers, so I want to ask you again. But you know, you just need to delete it when you see it in your mailbox. Or do you think I should separate the English version to the French and make two separate channels? This is what I think I'm gonna do, but if you don't care for it, you say, okay, I see the French one, I just delete it, and it's not a big problem, that's fine. So I need your opinion, guys, to see and know what I should do. So again, thank you very much. Don't forget to share. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and please share on social media. It's going to help my channel, because I'm coming very closely now to the 10,000, and I'm so happy about it. So thank you very much. This is thanks to you, and please subscribe again and take care. See you soon, and happy crafting.